Every real cowboy like myself knows how lonely it is out on the open range, which is why I listen to the Cowboy Boys podcast. With best contractually obligated friends, Shayne Smith and Mac Arthur, the Cowboy Boys will comfort your soul better than any disease-ridden saloon gal ever could. Cowboy Boys.
I discovered I can never do steroids because apparently I don't care if my balls or my penis shrink or if my organs get all huge.
What about your tits?
Or if I get tits or if like my head gets oversized. It's already oversized.
Yeah.
Or if my heart if I have a heart attack and die or if I I get crazy back knee, or if
what about roid rage?
Roid rage, I don't care about any of those. But I found out one of the hardest things to keep when you do steroids is your hair.
Yeah,
and I've been cursed because if you already don't have hair as like a guy, a 30-year-old guy, you're like fuck it, do roids, all those other things. Those don't matter.
If God takes your hair, that's his way of saying, juice up, bud. Get on the gear.
That's no, that's not God. That's God cursing you, and you need to take man, our scientists, and spit in God's face for taking your hair.
Yeah.
Where God has blessed me with a full head of hair, but it is a curse where I'm like, I have to nurture it. I have to take care of it. I have to.
I'm the same way. We're both like Samson.
It's just it's such a responsibility.
Yeah.
You feel, and I'm like, I guess I gotta lift weights and natty now. I can't ever risk losing my head of hair.
Dude, someone offered me steroids in my DMs. And they were like, I can get you some SARMs, which are like different, or peptides, which, there's just like tons of different kinds. I'm not.
You don't know what those are.
Anyway,
they're so complicated.
Me?
I don't know.
I was gonna say, what do you mean?
SARMs,
I fucking don't have Google.
Peptides.
So anyway, they offered me some, and they're like, you could take this specific one. Blah blah blah. It helped me get so strong, and they like gave me like their experience, and they're like, oh yeah, but you can't see in the dark. Like, you literally can't see in the dark anymore, to the point that, like, if you take it, you can't drive. And I was like, what? All right, I guess.
Does your night vision come back?
Yeah, after you stop taking them.
Oh, okay, I could do that.
But they were but I was just like, no, I can't do that.
What are you, walking around at night and looking at things?
Dude,
how many
I'm
things
not
in the middle?
Down. I'm firstly, the night is my main time.
Yeah, would you just turn on a light when you go up to pee every night?
No, I'm a creature of the night. I need my night vision. I'm also like not a big fan of the pitch black. I wouldn't like it. I would feel like I was gonna get snuck up on all the time.
So you need your night vision.
Mm-hmm. It was too much. I was like, dude, what the fuck? You want to put 80 pounds on your deadlift but not be able to see at night? I was like, that's not a good trade.
No, it's the hair for me. So as soon as my hair recedes a little bit,
there's so many things you can take that won't take your hair. You know that, right?
But then I gotta learn.
You do have to learn.
I have to do homework to do steroids.
Here's the thing: you gotta work out at all before you even do steroids. Like,
I'm so not excited.
Yeah, there's so much work to do to even get to the point where it's like, yeah, you should try.
One, I gotta work out to get in workout shape first, and then once I'm working out, once you start doing steroids, you don't want to waste it. So then you got to work out like twice a day because you can, right? You're not going to be one of those guys who just does steroids and bulks up and is still like kind of fat.
No, that's the worst thing you could do.
Like, he's like, yeah, you gained a little muscle by doing literally nothing, but
well, you got to put in hard work at the gym. You just got to get the intensity up. That's most people's problem, is that they literally don't mentally have the capacity for any intensity in life. They don't know how to romance intensely. They don't know how to work intensely. They don't know how to work out intensely. They don't know how to fuck intensely. They literally don't understand how to be intense.
How do I fall in love with the gym?
How do you fall in love with the gym?
Like you said, romance.
No one is. That's the secret. There is no one who's in love with the gym.
There's some meatheads who love.
Nope.
Arnold, when I am at the gym, every pump is like I am coming.
Yeah, the pump is like he's coming, but everything else fucking sucks. He literally is like, you have to work out so hard every day that you're miserable. You should dread the gym. Every set should be the worst set you've done. he's like really open about how horrible and how much he dislikes like the beginning part. It's the end result, like getting tattooed or anything else in life you do. No one, I'm telling you, like some people like the suffering at some points, but like for the most part, people admit like, yeah, it fucking sucks. No one likes having to go 5 days a week. No one likes the fucking boring parts.
What if I paid my dominatrix to be my gym, my trainer?
She just beats the shit out of you.
Lift more weight.
Here's what I'll do. I'll sell you to some like Chinese oil company and they'll make you Wheel of Woe Conan style.
Yeah.
But I'll be like, you gotta feed him a lot. Don't let him get skinny and die. And then you'll get strong like in Conan. They'll just whip you and make you push the Wheel of Woe all day. Dude. You'll get super shredded, and then I'll be like, all right, give him back. You'll have no choice.
We should start a startup company where we have like a stupid, like really clean design Wheel of Woe that you can install in your house.
You know they have those.
What?
The fucking Strongman 2019 and 2020 had the Wheel of Woe at it.
No, but I'm saying we sell one for cool, like hipsters, tech bros.
I mean, the Rogue does.
Yeah,
you already got beat to it.
No.
I'm sorry.
But ours will have like smart calculator display. I don't know.
Ooh. Just like so it'll measure your heart rate as your Wheel of Woe.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. It's we'll charge like $10,000 for the Wheel of Woe.
I mean, the sled push is essentially just the Wheel of Woe,
but it's not in a circle.
No, it could be on a track.
Do you think you could get in shape? What was that machine in The Princess Bride? Is it like the pain machine?
Wait, what? I don't remember this.
Remember in The Princess Bride when they capture him? Capture the main guy, not the princess.
Okay.
But yeah, they like hook him up to some wooden contraption full of ropes.
The Dread Pirate Roberts. It's like the torture machine.
Yeah, the pain machine.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
He like cranks it it like goes 1 to 10 or something, and he puts it on 2, and it's unbearable. Do you think you'd get like a good body if you just sat on that for a while?
The pain machine.
The pain machine.
I could put you in the pain machine. We can hire a woman to do this.
What is the pain machine?
I don't know. You're making me think of Treasure Island when they stretch Gonzo's limbs out. They're trying to torture him, and then they make him tall, and he's pumped. He loves it. I fucking love the Muppets so much. And then later they cut to him, and he's got like huge long arms, and he's like...
Is Kermit back with Miss Piggy?
Kermit's always on and off with Miss Piggy.
He broke up with Miss Piggy to date
in the show. They rebooted the show, and then he was working on Miss Piggy's show as a lead producer, but he was not with her anymore. He was dating a different pig.
He was dating a younger,
hotter pig, yes. Why is he fucking pigs?
How much younger? I mean, when you got to type, you got to type.
I don't know.
What are you talking about?
Good for him.
He knows what he wants.
Yeah, no, it's true. Dude, no, I won't say it.
What?
I was going to say, you know what? I fuck pigs. But then I was like, no.
Oh, yeah, I mean.
I would, you know what? Even my exes even the people I've dated who don't like me would agree, if you fuck me, you're a pig and that's on you.
Yeah, I agree. Let's see. Kermit the Frog was born in 1955.
Oh.
Or I guess, so what would that make him? That'd make him like 75 years old.
Yeah,
right?
he's old.
75. Is my math right? So if he's 75,
I don't think in the modern canon he is 75
years 66.
old.
I added an extra.
I don't think he's that old though in the show. I think he's in his 30s.
He's 30s?
Yeah,
dude. No, Kermit the Frog is like. I always saw him as like 40.
Really?
Yeah, he's kind of old. Like
no, I think he's in his 30s. This is a fucking dumb argument. How old do you think Miss Piggy is? Probably also in her 30s, right?
I thought she was a little younger.
He's probably doing the thing where you're in your... This is the problem I've run into, where you're like in your mid-30s and all the girls in your 30s are like mean and like just awful. And then so you're like, oh, I guess I'll date someone younger. And then you date people in their 20s and everyone gets mad at you.
Yeah, all the girls in their 20s are like, all the 20-year-old guys are mean and awful.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
They date like someone 10 years older and like, wow, this old guy is really nice to me.
Yeah, but then it's weird.
What do you mean it's weird?
It's not weird, but sometimes there's weird stuff that comes up.
I'm saying that's the natural order.
Oh, okay.
It's because women are attracted to older, more successful, established dudes, and
True,
guys
true.
are shallow.
People seem pretty unbothered, honestly, by as long as they're like 25 and older, no one cares. You
No
know what I
way.
will say? You know what someone tried to like get on my case about?
What?
And I've heard people be annoyed about? The clout gap. Like if I
Really?
dated a normal person who doesn't do social media, has no fame, just works a normal job, that I'm somehow taking advantage of them by using my some societal position, by using 90,000 Instagram followers, fucking fart noise, no one cares, but just like they're like, oh yeah, so you're just preying on people, and it's just like, what?
The power dynamics is what they always
yeah,
bring
yeah,
up.
yeah. The power dynamics between me and someone who's
So-
not in my position.
So now you have to date someone who has an equal amount of Instagram followers
I
as you,
fucking
or like,
guess.
what is the fame calculator? It's just it all comes. Look, it all comes back to people who complain about this stuff want classes in society.
Dude, I know.
They
It's
want
fucking
castes.
crazy.
They don't want you to date outside of your caste, and they want dowries, and for you not to touch the untouchables. The people don't like poor people, and that's how they say it.
Dude, it's fucking crazy.
Just say that. Just less
yeah.
words. Just say that you hate poor people and that you think.
It happened once a while ago, and I kind of ignored it. They were like in my DMs yelling at me. And then I've seen people talk about it in the wild multiple times. And I'm just like, oh, God, it's gross. It's fucking such a weird conversation to have. I'm not I do not like that. It's also, it sucks for me because like, oh, so if I just like someone because they're a good person and they're nice and they're interesting and funny, I can't date them because they aren't interested in living a life where their life is kind of public. It's fucking crazy, dude. Anyway, people are nuts and they need to be stopped.
I think people just like to invent
Problems.
hot takes.
Oh,
so
dude.
they can be
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
look how woke I am.
Dude, they're just, it's like on another.
Look, if you're not the same gender, you shouldn't be. You like, that's where I draw the line. That's the only true equal power dynamic. If you look, if a women dating women, fine. Men dating men, that's cool. But a woman and a man, do you know about the power dynamic? The women will just. She will mentally destroy him. It's not fair.
Oh, dude, it's true.
What was it? My coworkers were all telling me, they're like, wait, you're 30? And I was just like, yeah, what are you talking about? It's like, you still have all your hair. And you're like, I'm like, yeah, I don't drink and I'm not blown out. And so that's what made me all self-conscious about doing steroids.
Yeah, we have done a good job with our Mormon roots, even though neither of us are Mormon. But like, you know what I mean? No,
I'm
you're
gonna go
not.
back.
Oh yeah, yeah, you're Mormon.
Yeah. Once I hit 40,
what's so Mormon about you?
wanting to date through a bunch of younger women all at the same time.
Okay.
Sorry, not date. I want to marry them.
Got my ass. I'll you know what? I'll give you that one. Dude, good luck with that. I can't even date one.
No, that's the secret, because you're around them too much, and so you get too annoyed, and then it blows up. Whereas if you have a different wife every day of the week, the last time you were angry at her was 7 days ago, and you've already forgotten. It's water under the bridge. You've taken a break.
True. True. It also gives you it gives them incentive to make up with you, because they're like, well, he's just going to go be with the other ones. I got to figure this out. Because here's the thing about arguing with women is we're very stupid and we don't know what's going on. Like the argument for them is always so much deeper than it is for us.
They also remember, my memory is so terrible, and so I don't argue with women because they're like, you did this. And I'm like, yep.
See, we have the opposite problem. See, I'm too much of I have a femoid brain in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
I remember things. I'm always reading too much into stuff. I have a lot of all my relationship problems. I have like 2 friends who are lesbians, and they're always like, "You sound like a lesbian," and I'm just
yeah.
like,
I told you
"Aw."
my theory.
Yeah, I know your theory. It's it's fair. You, on the other hand, your memory is terrible.
Dude, I have the memory of, I don't even know of a goldfish.
Dude, there are goldfish that are crushing you in the memory department. You're fucking.
How do I exist?
You've literally asked me a question, walked out of the room, come back, asked me it again, and I went, you just asked me that. Are you fucking serious? And you've been like, what? I think that you're just tuned out. I think that you have a good memory, but you're just like so low effort that you're like not even trying.
I just don't care.
You're like, you know when you read and you're like, fuck, I got to go back and read that page. I started daydreaming, but I was still reading. That's you in all of life.
Maybe.
Zero intensity.
Well, when I do have intensity, it's there, but
when you say when I do all the time, but it's like when.
Oh, I told you about I was dreaming, right?
Yeah.
And I wrote a funny joke in my dream, and then I knew that I was dreaming. I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna remember how funny this joke is when I wake up, so I better write it down. So I wrote the joke in my dream down.
Yeah.
And then I woke up and I was like, what the fuck did I write that down in my dream for?
What was it?
I don't know. It's locked in the dream world.
Oh no.
Maybe I should just start writing everything down, memento style, on my body.
You know what's good for your memory is if you have a dream to wake up and immediately write what you remember from the dream into some pages. You don't have to read it later or anything. Just write it down with your hand.
No, but I did
and
that
then
in
fucking
the dream.
Go back I know, but you got to do it in life. And then go back to bed. You know what I've been doing that's been like breaking my brain is learning Spanish.
Oh, yeah.
I spoke in Spanish to, dude, do you want to hear this shit? I spoke Spanish to the guys downstairs at the pizza place because they all speak Spanish, and I did just fine. All I said was like something. I just said like, I just said like 2 ranch or whatever, and the dude said a bunch of words in Spanish to me, assuming I could fluently speak Spanish, and I like heard like something chicken because I ordered like an extra slice of barbecue chicken, and I was like, see, and then he was like, oh, good. And he was like, I could tell he was like super pumped that I was like, he's like, oh shit, white boy speaks Spanish. And then he gave me all my shit, and I was like, see guys, and I just like, fuck, they're gonna speak Spanish to me next time I go downstairs, and I'm not gonna know what they're saying.
People walk up to me and speak Spanish just because I look like I do.
Oh, no.
And I do not speak Spanish to them because I'm like, I could have a broken conversation with you, barely, maybe. Or I could just be like, what? And then they immediately, like, they know my language better.
I don't know why I did that, dude.
Because you wanted to practice.
No, dude, it's the dad thing where you're like, I know a single word. I'm going to tell the waitress gracias.
Why did
I did the like, dos ranch por favor, and he was so fucking pumped, and I was just like, oh no, they think I speak it. Fuck.
Why did you do it there?
I don't know, dude. At the pizza place of all places, I'm going to kill myself. I fucking hate it. Just thinking about it is cringing myself out so bad. And he spoke like a whole thing of Spanish to me. And I was like, see?
Did he give you a discount?
I actually think they did. I'm not kidding.
That's
I think
real.
he gave me my slice for free. And I was just
real.
like, fuck, dude. I got to really hit Duolingo so hard over these next couple weeks before I go back for pizza.
You gotta learn Italian Spanish.
It's so brutal. Oh, I can't believe I did that. And I get cringe out so bad when dads do that thing.
Yeah, you do.
Hablar español.
It's passable at like a Mexican restaurant, but to do it at the pizza place feels like
yeah, no, it felt like oh, he's just like literally speaks Spanish. He just went for it, and I'm just like, nope, no, I don't. I mean, throwing a little Spanish here and there, like when you're asking for something and you just know the word, like, hey, but this was just, I shouldn't have done it. I've made a mistake.
Now you're locked in.
Now I'm locked in.
Oh, I hate when, that's like when I go to a place so often and they like start becoming really friendly with me and I'm super uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like they're like, hey, they start learning my name and my order. And I'm just like, oh, man, I eat here way too often.
That's what happened to me at the Burger King. I went there for breakfast. They saw me through the drive-thru walking up to it, and by the time I got in and started ordering, my order was already on the table waiting for me.
Damn, you don't
and
switch
I was
it up?
like, no, I never switch it up, and I was just like, fuck, dude. Oh no.
Why are we so afraid to make friends with her?
I don't know. Both of us are just antisocial.
I think there was a story of some guy who would order Domino's pizza like every single week, or maybe it was every other day.
Yeah.
And there was like one time he didn't order their pizza, so the pizza place called 911. He'd been doing this for months. and they called 911, and the guy like turned out he had like fallen in the garage.
No way.
And Domino's saved his life because it's like, hey, that fat guy who orders pizza every fucking Thursday didn't order pizza. Should we call 911? He's probably dead. Yeah, whatever.
What if he just had a girl over and 911 showed up and the cops were like, listen, you're so fat that we're here to save you, but you have a woman, and she's just like, I'm actually leaving.
Yeah,
Just
that didn't
got
never
him.
be a possibility.
So
if you're ordering
yeah.
pizza every day, damn,
That's us, dude.
we should embrace our friendships with these eateries.
We really do live like a really unhealthy antisocial lifestyle. I mean, my therapist tells me all the time that both of us are like feeding into each other's
It's codependent.
bad behavior. Yeah,
Right?
for
That's
sure.
And that's what I say are the best relationships.
Yeah, we have a really unhealthy relationship.
Why is it unhealthy?
Well, no, I mean, we're good friends and we take care of each other,
See,
and I got your back. But both of us, I think I'm really antisocial, and I'm the one who's usually making you be more social, which is not like I need people in my life who force me to go out.
I have asked you to go out once or twice.
And I've said no. It's true. You invited me to the museum when you had your friend in town. But I felt weird about going with your friend because I was like, no, Mac doesn't want to hang out with me and his friend. He wants to hang out with his friend without me. I felt like the sister wife.
That's the opposite of me. You're like, hey, do you want to hang out? And I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely a third wheel in this. Hell yeah.
I don't know, man, but I fucking just, yeah. Anyway, we're both very unhealthy. It's
No, but I
horrific.
I think codependent relationships are the healthiest.
Yeah.
The good ones, because there could be bad ones, because everyone's just like, the codependency is bad always, and I'm like, no way. If you could find someone who's a healthy codependent
Yeah.
relationship, that's as strong as you can get.
When did we get back? I got back from so we've been in since the day after Christmas, and today, almost 30 days later, was the first day that you and I like hung out with someone else.
No, yeah.
Yeah, so that's really bad.
I did forget how to like speak.
Yeah. No, me too. It's really bad, dude. It's
Or-
really bad.
I'm like going through the subroutines in my head. I'm like, wait, how do I make a joke here? What do I say? How do you talk to women?
Dude, I know it. I know it. It's really bad.
Because I have all those things like I have like all the programs. It's like, don't swear in front of your mother. Don't swear in front of your mother.
Yeah.
And that one's actually, I'm really growing up Mormon. You that's a superpower.
Both of us have that. It's why we have listeners from the fucking dry bar. My ability to just not swear as I say fucking.
And then the other one is the other one I'm pretty good at is not freaking out my coworkers, but I've cared less and less now. And so every time something bad happens at work, I'm just like, I'm gonna kill myself, and they're like, oh my god, and I'm just like, and it's just I just openly keep saying, what was the one thing? Oh, we had our like yearly reviews. And they're like, I was like, if I get a bad review, I'm going to shoot up the building.
Oh!
And my one coworker buddy just started laughing, and the other guy was like, ugh.
That's so funny. Oh no.
But what was another?
I keep getting reported on Instagram and stuff because people keep getting weird. They're like, why do you always talk about how you wish you could die in like old wars and stuff? And I'm like, oh, I mean it. It sounds cool. I want to fucking go on a Napoleonic ship and get blown up by a cannon and fucking die like a fucking man.
We just watched what, Master and Commander
Oh,
last night?
dude, that made my dick so hard. It's gonna fuel my workouts for like 3 weeks. I'm just gonna imagine being at the end of that movie fighting the French.
Why is that? Why does that movie speak so much to the core of being a dude?
It does.
Nothing sounds cooler than being on a stinky ship with 200 other dudes chasing down another ship with 200 other stinky dudes, firing cannons and dying.
Dude, it's so fucking. And there's something about just like the fucking cat and mouse, like everyone's. Oh, dude, it's just so fucking cool, and just everyone's crammed in there. The gun crews, the guns, the fucking just. It's so manly. It rules.
But
They're all freezing to death. Just fucking trying to kill each other in the war. Dude, it's like literally a struggle to survive survive the ocean, and then on top of that, they're killing each other.
I want to like try and figure out how to equate this so that women can understand that like inside of every manly man, they want to die alongside other men doing men shit.
Dude, it's real.
And it all involves killing.
Yeah, no, it does.
But it's not like wanton, not like murder bullshit. Like there are definite rules to it. It's like, all right, you get 100 dudes, the other team grabs 100 dudes, and then we're gonna kill as many as other people until we're done killing.
Yeah.
And one side is like, all right, you killed 50 of our guys, we'll stop. And we're like, okay, we'll stop too. We've proven that we can kill more of your guys. We have 75 guys, you have 50. Now you guys want to be friends? And like, yeah.
Dude, it's so ingrained in us. There's two types of men: dudes who just want to do that shit, and dudes who are out. And you can tell even when you're a kid. I remember playing hockey, and you could just tell the kids who were like the kids who would have been on the ship in the cannon crew, and you can tell the kids who would have just died immediately because they didn't want anything to do with it. Even as a child.
I want to be there, but I would die immediately.
Oh, yeah, but you would die immediately on your feet like a man.
Yeah, I would get blasted. Some cannon would hit me.
No, they'd fire one of the two cannonball with the chain that spins
Hell
to cut
yeah.
down the mast, and it would just behead me.
That'd be so cool.
Oh, dude.
Getting a sea burial.
Yeah.
The only thing better is those cool Star Trek coffins, space burials.
Yeah, where they blast you into the void.
In the little tubes.
Yeah. Dude, so it would be... Do you know who else got a burial at sea? Osama bin Laden.
Did they blast him in a tube, though, or just dump his body over
No, they just dumped his body overseas. They just wrapped chains around him and threw him overboard.
See, that's why I can't fault like Al-Qaeda and ISIS so much, because it's just guys being dudes.
Dude, I mean,
like
they recruit. Here's the thing: they recruit hundreds of thousands of people all the time, and it's like, yeah, of course they do. You don't want to go camping with your buds and just kill the other guys? That sounds so fucking tight.
Just hanging out in the desert, shooting AKs right in the back of Toyotas.
Dude, it's fucking awesome.
Dude, we should direct ISIS commercials.
Dude, we would kill it. We would be like, listen, let's scale back. In fact, instead of killing gay people, what if we went for gay people? Like,
oh yeah, you included
ISIS, gay ISIS. This is the new face of ISIS. And
the woke face of ISIS.
Allahu Akbar.
Dude, it's like how the CIA and the FBI every time like it's like, hey, it's Martin Luther King's birthday, and you're like, fuck you, FBI.
Yeah.
But like ISIS is like, this is the new woke face of ISIS. They have like the new millennial branding. They have a new logo that's more soft and nice colors.
Exactly, Lady ISIS. They've got they're just like, women can blow themselves up too, we've discovered.
Yeah.
And it's just like here in the labs, it's a bunch of women in like white coats with like magnifying glasses and shit, and then there's a woman standing in the desert with a thumbs up about to blow herself up.
All right.
We can do it too. They discovered through science.
But yeah, I do want to let's start. How do we start the American ISIS?
Dude, firstly,
it's just like, we're just camping. We're not about that jihad yet.
That's literally exists. We can just go join a militia.
No.
I know.
All
they
the militias,
suck.
All the militia, what is the boogaloos and everything? They don't.
Yeah, they suck so bad. We got to do one that's cool where we're like, here's what we do. We need to get a group of guys together where we're like, listen, we kill each other with swords and stuff only. So, like, we're reenactors, but, like, this is for keeps. We're reenacting for keeps. How sick would that be? Just to get, like, listen, bring your Civil War shit, but, like, we're actually going to kill each other.
Is that illegal to meet up? And that has to be illegal.
Oh, is it illegal to have a war? Yes, Matt.
But, I mean, like, let's say, who's going to charge you?
Yeah, the police show up. They're having a war. They're having a medieval war. Like, what do we do?
If no one snitches on who kills who, if you don't know who kills who, I guess they would charge all of you.
They would charge everyone in the group Capitol Riot
Boo.
style. But here's the thing. I mean, who cares if you just don't survive?
Well, you want to survive so you can have more wars.
True.
That's the
But it
fun.
would be sick to just be like, all right, you get as many guys as you can, and we'll get as many guys as we can. Then sometimes you have to loan the other team some guys. And then you just show up in the desert, like Burning Man style. You have Burning Man, but except for you all camp, get drunk, party, whatever. I don't drink, but I'm down to let everyone else have a good time. Everyone goes crazy. You're fucking. You're having a good time.
Fucking.
Yeah, there could be fucking right before. And then on the day, the last day of the festival,
Whoa.
everyone gets together Valhalla style, and we just have a big battle.
I think if you fuck before war, you're not gonna have enough testosterone to kill.
There's two schools of thought. There's the fucking makes testosterone and the fucking takes testosterone away.
What do you think? I think
fucking makes testosterone.
if you fuck the right kind of thing.
Are you saying if you fuck for love? Are you saying the gayest thing possible right now?
No, I actually was. I know, that does make sense.
That I was gonna say that's why. And I say gay in I mean literally. That was like the Spartans were like,
I was gonna
we
say,
should fuck each other before we fight.
I was gonna say if you fuck a woman, that might not be a testosterone boost.
Yes,
but if you fuck another man in the ass,
now
that's
you're
probably,
with me, bro. Now you're with me, dog.
That's probably a big test boost,
dude. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And by the way, when we fuck before the fight, olive oil only. We're not going with hydrolube or any of this bullshit. We're going classic style.
Do you think there's any like just crazy bodybuilders who are like, I'm not gay, but the science, the data just shows
I gotta dominate another man's
Dude,
pussy in order for my test.
I gotta fuck a guy to get that test boost. It's like it only increases it by 0.05. That's enough.
Dude, it's real. Gotta get in there.
No, I was gonna say, if you pull out, that's probably you lose testosterone.
Yeah, you gotta
But
come
if,
inside.
If you come inside, that is a testosterone boost.
Yeah.
if you make love to make another human, your whatever your brain chemicals will be like, all right, you can have some more muscles.
All right.
Because
So
you got to protect that human.
True.
But if
true.
you pull out, your brain's like, he wasted it.
Yeah.
There's not gonna be another. There's not gonna be a baby. Let's just make him depressed.
yeah.
Release
yeah.
the depression chemicals.
Release the depression
Yeah,
chemicals.
that's real.
Yeah.
No, that's my theory on base depression. Is a lot of it is just like you're not doing what you're supposed to, what your body wants you to be doing, whether it's like working out or eating the right things or killing a caribou, hunting a caribou down on the plains.
It's so true. I'm like not kidding. You know how you can like have a body high and get a body depression? I like swear to God my body craves violence. Like it knows. It knows when I'm weightlifting. It knows when I want to fuck. Like, and I feel better overall when my body gets it's like not a brain thing at all. It literally is just like, no, you're a dog and you need to fuck and kill weaker dogs. And it like my brain just operates like that. The happiest I ever, dude, the only time in my life I don't remember depression was when my life was full of the most violence.
You might be one of those guys who does well in jail.
No, I think I would. I probably would. Here's the thing.
Depression.
It doesn't have to do with the violence specifically, but it's the meaning. Having that fulfillment, having that fucking complete and total, like, I'm in this, like
hanging out with 200 other dudes
hell,
on boats.
dude. Fuck yeah.
To kill 200
other
other
dudes in
guys.
boats, killing other dudes in boats. So okay, we get out into the fucking desert, and we're gonna kill the homies. We're all together. We're gonna die.
See, I feel like
What kind of war do we do? What do we get to pick? Any type of war? We can't go above civil war. It's civil war and down.
See, I think, again, if I go with my testosterone theory, guns do not give you as much of a testosterone boost as swords and fists.
I kind of agree, but I think there is something to be said for using muskets and stuff when it was like the like discipline of just standing there and being like, are you a man or not? Fucking stand up, let him shoot at you like a man, and then shoot back. Don't be a pussy.
Why not bow and arrows at that point?
Oh, bow and arrows is the same thing, though. It's the exact same feeling.
So it's just like, why don't you just evolve all the way down to clubs and rocks?
Clubs and rock. Here's the thing. You want it to be, because clubs and rocks are almost just like it's just like no skill, just like everyone's bashing. You kind of want there to be
you want
like
a little discipline.
Yeah. You want the like discipline. You want the war to encompass all the manly feelings.
You know what happened?
Because the clubs is just man smash. You want man smash,
Exactly.
man brave, man protect friend, man has courage, man has discipline, man works well as team.
No, so
I
what
want
happened?
all the feelings.
What happened is some weak nerd came around and he's like, I can't hold a club. What if I invent this this arrow I throw? And people were like, I guess if as long as you're good at killing. And then they made war lame. Imagine the first caveman to use a rock, and all the other cavemen are like, I guess.
Zug Zug just killed him with a rock. All right. Well, the first caveman to invent a sling probably fucked so many ladies.
Yeah, he was a nerd, and that's the top,
that's what I'm saying.
That's the top of every jump in evolution. It's some nerd who changes the game and
blowing out Neanderthal brains and fucking Neanderthal pussy like crazy.
Look at all the top nerds right now in society. There's Elon and Grimes. There's
true.
Who's the?
So Elon has Grimes. Grimes is objectively one of the most interesting. She's just a waifu for sure.
Yeah.
Just like fucking so cute, so hot. And who does our buffest guy have? Who does The Rock have?
What do you mean the buffest guy? Is he the buffest guy?
I don't know. I'm just saying, like, who's the like big buff, strong, like even as far as like right wing Republicans are concerned, like they're big. The head honcho leader, Trump. Well, I guess he does have Melania.
Yeah, he had a trophy wife.
Oh, okay. Who else? But like even the buff dudes, like Arnold Schwarzenegger. What's his wife about?
Isn't
she a Kennedy?
Yeah, she was hot.
Okay.
but she was in politics too. So
I'm just trying to like make sure that this all makes sense.
Yeah, the alphas get the spoils of
damn
beautiful women.
Is this why I'm alone? Because I'm antisocial and I'm just like, if I was out with the bros, do you think I would have love? Do you think we both would?
No.
Actually, probably, because we would be out more. We'd be meeting people.
I think your codependency on me my poison has leaked into you.
Oh yeah, that's what it is.
Where my standards are completely different for women, and so.
Well, I used to think that I was a really social person, and then through therapy, I've realized I'm not social. I'm literally a 0% social person. The only reason I go out and do things is because I want things. Like I thought I was social, but I was only meeting people through the gym, only meeting people through boxing, I was only doing things that made me meet people. I realized not at 0 points in my life have I ever even one time been like, oh, I would like to just go hang out. I fucking hate hanging out.
So wait, is that why you don't want to go hang out and do nothing when I invite you to hang out?
Yeah, because I usually hate hanging out and doing nothing.
No, doing nothing.
I'm a
is fun.
something guy. I have to do a thing, or else I'll just stay home and isolate.
Huh. Yeah, you gotta learn to do nothing.
I
See,
know.
That's where I excel.
I'm working on it. I'm working hard on it. Didn't I watch a movie with you the other night?
You
That's kind of
did.
nothing. That was me making a serious effort.
You had to make an effort to watch a movie.
Yeah, I did.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And it was a great movie. Man, I'm so amped. That I really am going to work out so much harder for like 3 weeks just imagining that movie.
Listening to the soundtrack.
Dude, I just fucking... It just was so... The end when they're just sword fight. And I love that they didn't do any like lame fucking like, oh, sword. Like so much of it was just dudes at point blank range with guns doing whatever it took to win. You know what I mean? Like real lifestyle. Because no one's like... Oh, you have a gun? I'll sword fight you. They're like, no, I have a gun. You're right here. I'm going to shoot you in the head.
Yeah.
They're like the dude with the bucket of guns in the end of the movie. And they're going to like release the whalers in the bottom. And he's just got a bucket with like 30 guns. And by the time they get to the bottom, they've used most of them.
I don't know. I can't get over how... Once they killed enough, they're like, all right, we're good. Like,
Oh, yeah,
you
yeah.
can have the boat now. We're with you. We're on your team. And the guys that were like just killing were also like, so we're with you guys now. Like, we're on the same team.
Yeah. But that's how it was. Like, because you just don't want to be, you're just like, well, have you ever been in a fist fight where afterwards both of you were like, oh, wild. Can't believe we did that.
Yeah,
well,
you become friends.
Yeah, no, definitely. One of my best friends growing up was a guy I used to hate. Then we fist fighted, and afterwards we became weirdly good friends. His name is Michael. I remember him very well. He punched me wearing like his state ring.
Oh fuck.
Dude, it fucked my face up super bad. But then I pinned him on the ground and there was a stick. And I remember I put it in his mouth and he gave up. Like I was going to jab the stick down. I was going to fuck his head with the stick. And everyone was like, not cool. And I was like, he punched me with his ring, so I was going to kill him with a stick. What a wild time. What, dude? Being 15 was crazy. Anyway, so we became way good friends afterwards, and we would always joke about it. He's like, remember when you were going to kill me? And I was like, yeah, dude.
I don't think you're antisocial.
Thank you.
I think
I appreciate that.
I think you just have like I said, it's all these terms, people like antisocial, codependency and stuff. It's like, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of things people think are very negative.
Sure.
But they can also be used in a healthy way. Maybe it's unhealthy, but I'm just like, I don't have time for boring people.
That's my thing is I've really struggled to maintain a lot of relationships because a lot of relationships require care, which is just quality time. Quality time is the thing I'm worst at because a lot of quality time is simply enjoying each other, and I don't enjoy just most people's company. Because for me to enjoy someone's company, I have like crazy high standards where I want them to be funny and interesting almost 100% of the time. Which is why it's also so like brutal for me to date because if they don't do that, I'm like, yeah, I'm fucking out. And now that I'm older, I can't even get hard if they do those things.
If they're not funny.
Yeah, so now it's like super even worse.
I like that you said now that I'm older. I've been here, buddy.
Oh, I know. It's brutal. I can't even imagine what that's like. At least when I was in my 20s, I was like, yeah, I'll fuck anything that moves.
I've tried to do that, and I'm like, this isn't working.
No, as soon as I turned 30, it was over. And then now, on top of that, I'm like even weirder because I'm so isolated and I only socialize when I work or when I do a hobby that I'm only attracted to women who are or men who are first funny online. So if you're not good at being funny on Instagram or Twitter, you can't even get my attention in the first place.
But what if they're not funny on there because they don't have your 100,000 followers and the power dynamic? They have 0 followers.
What? So many people are funny with almost no followers.
No, I'm saying they don't have Instagram. They're not funny online, but they're very funny in person. That's
oh,
all
well,
that
how would I
matters.
meet them?
They just start. They walk.
I'm saying, well,
they
that's-
walk up to you in the street and start just making you laugh.
Oh, then in that case, yeah, of course. But I'm just
That's
saying,
how you-
I only meet people online right now.
Or what if you start fighting a guy and you want to kill each other, but then he starts making you laugh?
Oh, dude, you're gonna make me horny. Come on,
Like-
get out of here. That's the ultimate right there. Just fucking the fucking 40 Thieves or the band, the Sacred Band of Thebes, all the gay warriors.
What, were they gay?
Yeah, dude, they were gay
Alibaba?
together. Yeah.
Was he the-
No, the Sacred Band of Thebes was like this elite military unit that beat the Spartans. And they were like super badass. And their whole thing was that they swore off women. And they only had,
Dude.
were in a big thing with each other. They all fucked each other. And they just laughed, hung out,
Just the
broed out.
dudes?
And then they would just dude it out. And then when they got old, they like took care of each other. They had like a pension plan, all of the crazy shit. It was super weird the way they did it, but yeah, they fucked each other.
Was it like the Spartans where they're like, no, it's not gay if it's a little boy?
No,
Or was
no,
that the
that wasn't the
Greeks?
Spartans. That was the other Greeks. The Spartans were
Greeks.
like, I wouldn't fuck a boy. He's not strong enough. The Spartans fucked each other, like just because it was just like fun. But they also had
It's
wives.
funny, yeah. No, you're like, to make another dude, I gotta fuck my wife.
Yeah. And they had communal wives too. Like they would
Yeah,
be
to
like,
make
"Hey,
more-
do you want to fuck my wife with me?" And then they would go do that.
Damn.
And the wives were, you know what's actually fucked up about Spartan society is the wives stayed home and like owned the slaves, and that's like what the wives were up to.
Good for them.
Yeah.
White women complicit.
Dude, always white women fucking up, man. There's the worst. I love that they get away with everything when they're so like people just pretend like Hitler didn't have a woman that around. Just
I think Eva was the mastermind. She's like, you know who I really hate? And he's like, who? Tell me.
dude, everyone's always like, every strong man has a woman who's really pulling the
There it
strings.
is.
And then you mention Hitler, and they're like, not that one.
Dude,
no,
nope.
Ava.
Behind every single man,
Yep.
there's a woman supporting him.
Therefore, women have
Is there
done
women?
all of the bad things.
Women have created the most evil atrocities of all
Exactly.
of all time. the atom bomb.
Yep. Someone just fucking. She was just riding Einstein, giving him clues.
I think was Einstein a philanderer?
He held. Oh yeah, no, yeah, he was.
Oh, okay.
I think his wife knew though. He was like open.
See?
He was in. I don't know that he was in an open relationship because I don't know if she liked it.
I also heard he liked to wear high heels and was like a little weirdo.
He was a weirdo. Yeah, he's
Good for him.
German.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
a fucking creep, dude. He's a fuck. Does you want to fuck? And he's just like he used to answer the door naked and stuff. He was a pervert,
Dude.
a full-on pervert.
We should cancel Einstein.
No, we should probably. He sounds problematic.
We're
truly.
we're putting it. You heard it here first. Albert Einstein canceled. Fucking pervert.
Dude, well, I mean, honestly, dudes back in the day would be like, Einstein's so crazy, fucks all the time. He'll just answer the door, hanging brain. And you hear it now, and even me who's like, will give people the pass, especially in times before, I'm just like, no, that's not. Don't answer the door naked for a lady, you fucking weirdo.
Well, you couldn't tell back then. They didn't have windows in their doors.
Yeah, they didn't have peepholes.
No, they didn't.
How did he know? Is he's just hanging brain for dudes too?
Yeah.
What if that was the thing? You're like, Einstein, I'm not a hot lady, put your dick away. He's like, oh, mine bad.
You just had to risk it back in the day.
Dude,
Opening the door naked. Sometimes it's a lady.
Do you remember when people used to say Einstein failed math?
Yeah.
That's like not even remotely true. It's like, no, he was smart the whole time.
That's one
you
of those
fucking idiot.
That's one of those things where it's like, do you know Bill Gates dropped out of college? It's like, yeah, he didn't drop out of college because he fucking wanted to go smoke weed. He dropped out of college because he had a company.
He invented micros. Yeah,
college,
you dropped.
Like, he was already doing. College was wasting his time.
Oh, I love when people
So
do.
when, it's not like he was. It's like, yes, he was smart enough that college was the kind of wasting his time, but you're not that. You're not unless don't. It's the hustler mentality where it's like, I'm going to drop out. I'm dropping out of college so I can pursue this. No. You stay in college, even though it's a scam now.
Yeah.
I think you and we just didn't go to college because we're like, we get it. We're too dumb to.
Yeah.
like,
No, immediately, both of us. No.
It'll be a waste of. But see, that's where we're smart.
Yeah, dude, I've had a comic tell me that. Yeah, I dropped out of college to pursue comedy.
Dude.
Einstein they said Bill Gates dropped out of college and. You got to do what you love. And I was like, Bill Gates didn't drop out of college to do what he loved. Bill Gates dropped out of college because he invented an operating system that was going to make him millions of dollars.
Dude.
He knew.
He didn't even invent the best operating system. I think he copied it and stole it.
Yeah, dude, but he knew. Like, he already was like,
yeah.
oh, yeah, I'm going to make $1 million.
He's not pursuing the dream. The dream happened, and he's like, fuck college. So it's like, I'm not. It's like
he also came from a middle class family where it didn't matter. He could have just gone zero risk.
You know what it'd be? It'd be like, hey, I'm gonna quit the podcast to go buy lottery tickets. Why would you do that? Like, no. If I bought a lottery ticket and won, I'd be like, oh yeah, I quit. I'm rich.
Mac, now. If we spent a whole year only spending Patreon money on lottery tickets, though,
that wouldn't be a bad investment,
dude. Eventually, we might come out on top.
I don't think the people will like it, but.
Our Patreons just watching us use their hard-earned money as we're struggling to live to buy fucking lotto tickets.
Dude, yeah. So I don't know. Also, some good advice right now in the age of Corona. Don't go to college. Take a year off.
Yeah.
Don't pay for online college. It's a scam.
It's so funny. Or maybe do it because it's easier. Is it probably easier? I don't know.
No, because if you're going to go to online school, it's a lot cheaper than a accredited.
Oh, because people are going to accredited schools, but it's online now.
Well, online schools are accredited. I mean, the word I'm looking for is like the main, what are the fucking top universities?
Ivy Leagues. I don't know.
Yeah, Ivy League.
Is that?
But they're still charging you the same amount of money.
Yeah, Harvard is still charging you all the money, but without the overhead.
Without all, yeah. And
they're making money. They're making more money. The colleges are cleaning up during COVID. I fucking hate that shit, dude.
Yeah, so go to online school. go to 2 years of a community college. That's my college advice as a high school dropout.
Dude, go to fucking trade school.
Go to.
How about just figure out what you want to be and then just do exactly what you need to do that thing?
See, that's bad.
Don't just go to college for no reason.
That's bad advice because I'm still doing that.
Well, no, but if you don't know, then don't do anything. Don't waste your money if you don't know.
Then you become a 30-year-old burnout.
No.
With good set of hair.
But here's the thing: if you had gone to school, you would have a bachelor's degree, and you
then
would
what?
Have, what?
Debt?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You'd have $350,000 worth of debt, and you would still not know what you want to do.
See, now I have freedom because I could be like, I'm quitting my job.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
My podcast is barely paying my bills. See ya.
I don't know. I just feel so sketchy when people are like, I'm going to school. I have no idea what I want to do, but I think a 4-year degree is important. It's like, it's not. I know so many.
No,
I guess it is in some ways. I'm speaking out of turn. Also,
Yeah.
everyone, keep in mind, both of us dropped out of high school. Both of us dropped out of high school. I literally dropped out of high school to do crime for a living.
I just didn't go.
Yeah, dude. So both of us, different sides of the coin.
I did have a cool trade job, kind of, so that's why I didn't go.
Yeah.
I kind of got into that.
Me too.
So.
Dude, I had a lot of money for a couple years there.
Me too.
Me and my brother lived large for a little bit.
I'm at the poorest I've been right now.
Yeah.
But whatever.
I'm not at the poorest I've been, but I definitely am. I'm the most comfortable I've ever been, for sure.
Yeah, more comfortable than doing crime.
Well,
it seems
there's
hard.
a point where you just like have so much money under your mattress that you kind of like. I do remember there was a year where me and my brother just kind of like didn't worry, and that was pretty cool.
You should have bought some Bitcoin. You would never had to worry ever again.
True.
If only you'd known me.
But it was also feast or famine, too. There were times where we had all this money, but we would take all of our friends out eating. We would, like, go buy crazy shit, go on huge trips, buy sneakers, do fucking idiotic stuff, get tattoos, whatever. And then we'd run out, and then, like, there's no, like, schedule. There's no paycheck.
Yeah.
And it would be like, when's our next job? Like, when are we going to make money? And then we would be, like, also having our shitty part-time day jobs. And, like, it was such a weird time in our lives.
You want to go back?
Dude, sometimes. I'll tell you, right before my special dropped, I was legitimately being like, I'm going to rob someone for sure. I was thinking about it.
I remember that. I told you not to.
Yeah. I remember I opened up to you and, like, one other person. I was like, hey, I'm thinking about robbing someone. What do you think? It's like.
I remember I was like, hey, definitely don't. But maybe later.
I really thought about it. I really, really did. It would have been easy. I still could. We'll see what happens.
You're gonna be like those. What is it? The really successful A-list Hollywood actresses who go shoplifting.
No.
You're going to become super successful and it's boring, and so you got to go just commit a robbery.
I shoplift all the time.
What?
Yeah.
How dare you?
Dude, when I'm at the airport, literally anytime, I just
you.
want everyone to know, anytime I've ever been to an airport, I steal.
They're going to watch you now.
Dude, fuck it. They have those big open air things where they expect you to like bring it to them. I just grab it and walk away. Fuck them.
The prices they charge there are criminal.
Yeah. I was like, dude, I'm like Robin Hood. I also like give things away to people all the time at the airport. I've literally been at the airport in the thing, and some guy was like looking at something, or like some kid, and I'm like, hey, you want this? And he's like, yeah. And I just give him an unpaid for thing, and he just walks away with it like, fuck yeah. This guy just gave me free stuff.
Dude.
I've had a kid's mom be like, hey, thank you so much.
It's so wild. Like,
just giving away shoplifting.
it is like once you start breaking things down to like the ethereal rules that exist or don't exist in your mind. It's one of my favorite videos online. There's that car show video where the guy has the microphone and is like filming it, and they're standing. It's two guys, right? And so the guy with the mic, they're both standing next to a like just some rare hot rod, and there's some poor like a schlubby just guy he doesn't know, and he's like, hey. I'm standing here filming with a microphone and a camera on me, so I look very professional. He doesn't say that, but that's the whole thing. He's like,
a vibe.
He's like, hey, jump up and down on this car. And the normal guy's like, what? He's like, yeah, just jump up and down on this car. And so the guy's like, okay. And he starts jumping on the hot rod, like the $200,000 hot rod car. And like some guy runs over and is like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, he said I could. He's like, who the fuck is this?
What are
And
they-
it's so funny, like how society, like the rules just break down. He's like, he said I could. Like, you give anyone any little bit of authority.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Well, if you give him an inch, if you just tell someone, dude, I can't tell you how many times me and my brother have used that to sow chaos.
it's just,
Have you ever like moved a traffic cone
Yes.
to let some, and then everyone immediately is like, "Fuck it, this seems right," and we'll just go right into your thing.
I remember one time when I was a kid, there was some like construction on a sidewalk or whatever, and I moved the traffic cones into the street to block our street off, and everyone started like parking outside and not like kind of coming in because our little cul-de-sac. And then some lady saw me later and started screaming at me. She's
Damn.
like, "You were the kid that moved the cone." It's like, you could have just like moved it back yourself.
That's
but,
so wild.
dude. Yeah, just move cones. Steal a candy bar. I don't know.
Yeah.
That
Dude,
shit-
when we were not good people, we would use cones to rob people all the time.
What? Set up a cone and
Yeah, you just put the fucking, if there's like road work near, you can just like someone will just stop their car and now you have them.
I've seen those videos where they try and stop you in the middle of the night.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't stop.
Don't stop, never stop. But these people are bad. Like, obviously, they're like drug dealers who have money on them, and we know it. We're literally just doing what the cops do, but we got to them before the cops did.
But the cops have the law.
The cops have the law, we do not. But that also is an advantage for us because the cops have like rules and we don't.
I mean, the cops don't have rules, but
Yeah,
they
yeah,
pretend
yeah,
to have
yeah.
rules.
They pretend to have rules where we're just straight up just like, yeah, we'll just drag a chain across the street and pull it up and just fucking stop you. But yeah, all the time.
You know, it's another good one. Another good life brain hack is to carry a clipboard around. That'll
Yes.
get you into places, or a ladder.
Dude,
The orange vest.
We used to get into places all the time by just going and figure out what their uniform is and buying something similar to it at Walmart or whatever. Dude, me and my brother got to I can't say his name. We got to a guy at a concert once that way, though.
You can't say his name.
No, he's a popular guy.
Oh, does he listen to the podcast? Say it.
No.
What do you mean you got to him? Did you hurt him?
I don't know. we got into the show.
We got his autograph.
Yeah, we got his autograph. But we a couple of us just like bought the like uniforms for the security guys at this big venue and just like got in and then just like went into the green room and it was just like, hey, it's a surprise, motherfucker, and it's us. And they were like, oh no. And yeah. Dude, it's just how it's really. I love that movies like Ocean's 11 exist, where it's like this crazy plan, and it's as simple as going to Walmart and buying a shirt that says security on the back of it, or just fucking stealing and going to the fucking Salvation Army and getting an orange caution helmet and just walking into the construction site where whoever works that you need to get money from, or
Yeah, your plan doesn't have to be complex. It just has to be a little clever.
oh, dude,
Like the guy who, do you remember the guy who put the ad out in Craigslist? He's like, hey, I have a construction job. Show up in a yellow vest, a hard hat, and like your jeans at this location.
Yeah.
I'm going to pay like 100 guys $50 an hour. We're going to like do this project. And the location was in a bank parking lot.
yeah.
And so then he went and like 5 minutes before that, robbed the bank, and then ran through like that area, and they lost him because he was dressed in a hard hat and yellow vest
Yep.
and everything, and got lost in the crowd.
So funny.
Is that real? That feels like it.
I don't know if it's real. I
It
know
sounds real.
the biggest bank robbery I've ever heard of from someone that I didn't know him personally, but I knew about him. I knew that he worked, and because when you work with people, like when you have like a fixer or whatever, you don't know who you work with.
When you're a criminal, you hear of other criminal
Yeah,
exploits.
yeah,
Much
yeah.
like comics or anyone in any industry is like,
Exactly.
hey, there's this guy out in Wichita who does the like.
Yeah.
Even if you're like selling windows,
I'm not even
you know who the best Windows salesman in your industry is.
I'm not even doing like a wink wink, like I don't know him. Like I legit never knew who he was, but he robbed a
Hey everybody, it was me. I was the best bank robber ever.
So there was a tip that the Cedar City Bank, like their whatever codes, their times. So every bank has like times they rotate through and they push money around the bank, and like those are supposed to be secret, but people sell that information. Anyway, this guy robbed a bank in Cedar City for like $160,000 simply wearing a fucking trench coat and some sunglasses with a note. He didn't even use. He just went in, give me the money. He's like, I know you're changing. If you do anything, I'm gonna kill you. Give me. And they just gave him all the money, and he got away with it.
Yeah, the money's insured, so the banks don't.
Yeah. And he retired. Like they never found him. He like got it without a transponder. He didn't blue dye himself. And I was just like, fuck, man, just fucking cashed out. He probably didn't cash out. He probably did more robberies and was eventually caught, and just never for that one, but. Still, I was like, fuck, that's so crazy. Meanwhile, me and my brother and other people are like trying to fucking get money from guys who like didn't pay an escort, and were standing around with pizza trying to get into some dorms or whatever. Trying to make $50
off of frat boys.
Yeah. That's a
douchebags.
real one we used to do all the time, just to get into like an apartment building or whatever. You just stand there with a pizza like, hey, they're not answering their phone. Is it okay if I come in with you? And some girl's just like, yeah, you can come into the dorms. And you're like, thanks.
That's the real life hack. Women can get in
Dude,
anywhere.
Cut to 10 minutes later, and you're just like, why you not give Trixie her money? It's like, well, should have done it.
Oh, man. I want to rob a bank.
Yeah. Again, we're back to the bros.
Yeah.
I just want to hang out with the boys, and I want to rob banks and die on a wooden ship.
Dude, it seems like such a, like, not even for the money, just
Yeah, just for the
just
fucking
the old
love of the
West
game.
style.
Oh my god.
It's one of those like fantasies where I'm like, I just want a monkey. I want like
that
a
doesn't make any sense.
What?
I don't know where your monkey thing comes
Dude,
from.
You don't want a monkey? Like
No,
hang
I
out with a
don't
monkey?
care. I don't trust
If
them.
I
They
got
freak me out.
If I got an apartment monkey, like a chimpanzee, you wouldn't want to.
Nah.
All right, he'll stay in my room. Then.
Chimpanzee?
Yes.
You want a death-dealing chimpanzee in the house?
No, he's friends with me. I'd treat him nice.
What about the lady who got her face bitten off the monkey's birthday?
Yeah, because she stopped giving him Xanax.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Why'd she got the monkey addicted to Xans?
Yeah.
Okay, she deserved
Yeah,
it.
that's why the monkey ripped her face off. The
Dude,
monkey was
he's
freaking
coming
out.
down off.
Yes.
I'm coming down.
Where I'm gonna be like, look, we don't do drugs around here. We just have a good time.
Explaining to
Dude,
your monkey it can't do Xanax.
Yeah, my monkeys might get a little fat, but
Damn, dude, I don't trust it. They're too strong. I don't like it.
yeah, they're super strong.
Dude, me and your monkey I would just be shooting him glances all the time.
Yeah, he wouldn't trust you.
Yeah, we wouldn't trust each other. There'd be bad blood in the house.
I don't know why. Just trust the monkey.
I can't, dude. I can't trust a monkey.
How cool would it be to take a monkey on a bank robbery?
It would be pretty cool. You'd get caught so fast.
No,
You'd be like, yeah, that was a monkey.
No.
Just get the guy with a monkey.
we'd put the monkey in a disguise. like a human disguise.
Like a
I don't know.
baby.
We
Like you
dress
bring
him
a baby to the robbery.
Dude, that would be.
It was 2 men, a baby, and a chest holder, but the baby had a gun.
Yeah. I bet you could bring a baby to a bank robbery, and that would increase your chances.
Dude,
It make people not want to shoot you.
do you remember? So you know how I dated a girl who used to hit me all the time?
Yes.
One of the first times she like really beat the shit out of me was we got into an argument. I was with all my friends and her, and me and my friends were discussing the logistics of duct taping babies all over you so that the police couldn't shoot you.
Yes.
And she
This
got
is an early podcast topic.
Yes, she got so mad at that conversation that later that night I was laughing, arguing with her about it, and she was like, "You can't say stuff like that in public," and freaked out, and that was like her first outburst at me, and it was over the topic of tying babies to yourself to rob a bank.
That's what I've always found is people who cannot just freely speak things. They're the ones to watch out for.
Yeah,
they'll hit you.
She was fucking so mad that we would even, so you're just going to have a heated conversation. She was embarrassed. Like, you're embarrassing me. You're embarrassing me. And dude, that's when Latin women go crazy. No, that's a really fucked up statement to make.
No, it's
That's
not.
when Latin
I
women
come
go
from
crazy.
Latin women.
No,
and
you can say it.
they are
I
spicy.
felt really uncomfortable saying it.
No, they know. I think everyone knows.
I will say every Latin girl I've ever dated, if I embarrass her, it goes really bad really fast. They do not like it.
I feel like that's part of the appeal too. It's not like a negative or positive stereotype. It's just a neutral one that some people really like and some people really fear.
I just unlocked a memory.
Oh, what happened?
I was on a date with like this Mexican girl, and I laughed in the theater at this really inappropriate time. Like someone died or something. It was one of those like
I love doing that.
No one else laughed, and I laughed out loud, and she just turned to me and fucking slapped me so fucking hard like I was a child, dude.
Yeah.
And it was like hit my ear,
Oh.
and I was just like, oh, and I just remember being like, damn, you fucked me up over a laugh.
Wait, if I was sitting behind you in that, I would have started laughing.
Yeah, no, dude, that's the funny thing is like some other dudes were like, what the fuck, like laughing at me, and I was just like, what can you do? But like at the time, I should have I don't know what I should have done. Left, I guess.
Yeah, it's fucked up, and that's why I laugh, because I love laughing at fucked up things.
My immediate response just now is headbutt her, but she was so small, she would have died. You can't do that. Yeah, you can't do that. I should have left, but I stayed with her. I had sex with her that night. What is wrong with me?
Was it better? Because she was angry at you because she hit you?
I don't want to admit any of this fucked up information. It's very, very bad. You should, if someone is abusive to you physically, emotionally, or verbally, like, absolutely leave. Just because other things are good.
Just because the sex is good doesn't mean you should stay is
Dude,
great advice.
What an idiot am I? This is why we need to die in war. Before you can allow yourself to get to the point where you're letting people beat you and then having sex with them.
I don't know. Sounds kind of cool.
Oh, man.
If it's the right woman.
Shit.
Dude, some guys pay for that.
Dude, you're so fucking into it, man. Your wife could do anything to you, I can tell.
I bet.
I'm really trying to put myself in a headspace where I'm like refusing to be treated badly. It's so hard. It's so hard.
See, it's not that my wife will treat me badly, it's that she can treat me badly.
That's
listen. I don't want someone who will treat me badly. I just want that. I want to know that they could, that they have the ability to destroy me and like crush my soul in every being. Because if there's no risk,
I get it.
Why date her?
I get it.
I can't date someone I don't respect, and they need to have the ability.
You only respect what you kind of fear.
No, I need to fully fear that woman to date her.
Have like the Sith student relationship where there's like a deep bond and love, but also one day one of you has to go.
Yeah, everyone has. That's every relationship.
No!
One of you has to go. You don't end it. It's just, that's life.
That's not like every relationship. You know what? Some relationships are forever. Like between us and our Patreons. Patreon.com/cowboyboys.
They are forever.
That's
until
right. You
one
should
of us goes.
Support us forever because not only do we need it, or we'll backslide into relying on women financially to beat us.
Wait, do you think that's a thing? Do you think women, like, because there's dominatrixes, right?
Yeah.
Do you think I could, like, have women pay me so they could hit me to be a dominatrix at me?
Whoa, maybe.
I'm like this.
They only like it if you don't like it?
No, yeah, so it's kind of like a gigolo, but for women who are like, I don't want to beat a man who is paying me. I have to pay a man so that it's like I'm holding the sign, punch me $1, but it's for women.
Dude,
look, it's just a job. I'm going to get hard because she's hitting me.
I'm going to get hard either way. The hitting part is where I get paid.
Yeah.
Damn, that's fucking wild.
I'm going to become that. Anyways.
Yeah, patreon.com/cowboyboys.
We're getting close to me quitting my job, so I might become a reverse gigolo dominatrix.
Yeah, plus one episode every episode. Every free episode you've ever heard, there's a Patreon episode to go with it.
That's not true.
Listen,
let me lie.
The first 30. Well, how many? The first 30?
There's the first.
Listen, there's
bunch.
A lot of Patreon episodes. So you want more of us? You could get more of us. We say better, crazier things.
We do.
Remember all the problematic stuff that I immediately regret that I said on this podcast today?
He doesn't take it back in the Patreon.
I don't take it back in the Patreon, and I get wilder. Do you want to hear more about the lady scientist at ISIS?
Oh,
that
yeah.
bit was not good.
Why is that not good?
I don't know. I love you guys. I will anyway. Twitch.tv/Shaydozer. I stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
I feel that bit was very progressive.
I feel like it was too.
More lady scientists.
That's what I'm saying. Hit us up on social media. Talk to us. Rate the podcast on iTunes, please. Honestly, just thank you for everything, guys. If you've listened to this whole episode, even if it's your first one ever, I deeply appreciate you. I hope you laughed at some points. I hope you learned.
Dude, you know, the patriarchy won't fall until there's an all-girl ISIS.
That's what I'm saying.
Just all-female, and girl ISIS will go to war against men ISIS.
Dude, and I will support girl ISIS from afar because obviously I can't.
We can't join, but
we can't join, but we're with you in spirit,
we'll
ladies.
secretly fund girl ISIS.
Exactly. And you know what? Girl ISIS is going to need concubines.
You're there for it?
Yeah, I'm there for it. I'll just use me like your little piggy, girl ISIS. Just fuck me before you go to war.
All right.
All right. Anyway, damn. That was a weird fantasy that I'm way too into.
You're into girl ISIS.
Just a bunch of ripped girls in balaclavas getting ready to go kill a bunch of guys.
No.
And they're just
Oh,
like,
yeah,
we want to fuck you. And I'm like, you know what? I may not come back tomorrow. And I'm just like, wow.
They're not going to come back to the cave to unchain you.
Oh, man. So hot. Okay. Love you guys. Do you have anything to add before we go?
Follow me on every social media ever created at Dr. MacArthur.
There you go.
If you have it, I'm on it.
Yeehaw.